So, a break here to introduce this group of people I was here today. This is Josh Gordon on guitar. Josh and I started playing 4 months ago. Today, for the first time ever. And I was going to do a tour of Europe and the United States. And the story was, how I got Josh, the story was, I had a bass player already lined up for the tour. And I flew down to California from Seattle, Washington, where I live, and flew down to California and get there. And the bass player who I had lined up tells me that he doesn't have his passport on time. So it's not gonna work out. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, I have the rehearsal space, and I have a drummer, and my keyboard player was there. So my girlfriend Lindsay, she says, you should maybe call Josh and see what he's doing. And I was like, does Josh even play bass? Does he play anything? I don't know what he does, you know. I really know Josh at all. Josh runs a great recording studio. That's what I know about Josh. And so I sent Josh, I called Josh, and then I think he sent me a text message. He said, I'm in a meeting, can I call you later? And I'm in the parking lot of this rehearsal space, and I just said, no, I need to talk to you now, you know? So I sent him this long text message, and I said, okay, I was just gonna call you and ask you about it. I'm going to Europe, I leave in like a few days. What do you think? You know, you're looking for a bass player. And I'm just like, I'm in. That was it. I'm in. The great thing about Josh is great too, because like that last song we played, like he didn't know how long I was gonna go with that note. I'm just going, he has no idea what I'm gonna do. So for me, I'm a fan of his playing, so I could just sit back and just listen to him play for like all night. So I really like that aspects of it, you know. So that's Josh Gordon on guitar. To my left, this is also a funny story. This is Heather Woods Broderick from Portland, Oregon, Washington, United States. I did a tour with Heather when she was playing with Sharon Van Etten in 2012, and we hit it off, I think, pretty well. She's very talented. And then with this situation, I just said, hey, I'm coming home from this U.S. tour early. You know, that's a long other story. And I just said, hey, would you be available to go on tour? And she's like, oh, sure, like, you know, when do we leave? And I said, oh, we're leaving like this day. Can you do it? She's like, oh, yeah, sure. So she does. And then she sends some text messages about like, can we rehearse? Yeah, no problem. No problem. Except at the time, I was suffering from exhaustion, which is why I ended the US tour early to come home and recoup. And I was like, oh yeah, no problem, you know. So literally like 3 days maybe before we left for this tour, we saw her in Portland to go return this rental van for the last tour. I handed her a vocal pedal, 2 vocal pedals, and I said, you know, you could use these, and okay, well, so we're not gonna rehearse. And I was like, just, you know the songs, you're gonna do great, you know. And she hadn't even met Josh. And the best part was, she didn't meet Josh until the day we left for this tour in the airport. So there was no rehearsals. It was just like, we're just gonna show up and just see how this goes, you know? So every night of this tour has just been like this thing where we're like, well, maybe we'll just do this. Yeah, like I said, yeah, it feels like a rehearsal every night for us. For a tour that ends in only 9 more shows after this, we'll get it right. You know, we'll get it right by then. I think we're doing okay right now. I think it sounds good. But So I'm gonna stop talking. I promise you. I get really chatty. If you get me, I will talk all night and not play anything. But I do want to say, really, it's 20 years of doing music. I never ever thought in my 20 years of music doing it, in my wildest dreams, that I'd be playing in Israel. And it's such a cool time, man. And yeah, I love it. I'm having a great time so far. This is the farthest I've ever been away from my house. You know, I was like looking at a map tonight. And I'm like, God, we're like really far. So, anyways, we were backstage, and I was telling the guys, I said, so like they're Middle East, but they're like kind of like West Coast, Middle East. So I'm calling you guys Middle East. You're the Middle East. There you go. You're like West Mid-East. Middle East. There you go. Anyways, now talking. We're gonna play more songs. Thank you. I'm working team.